Hello brothers, welcome to another video. Rainy day, summer it's over. So today I was thinking about freedom, and I think about freedom a lot, and I ask myself, what is freedom? What is freedom to me? What does it mean to be free? And this morning this answer popped up from my unconscious side, let's say. And the answer is, you are free when you're not afraid to suffer anymore. That's freedom to me. That's freedom. Because what's stopping you to live the life you want to live is fear. And fear of what? Fear of suffering. Because we don't want to suffer. As human beings, we have an instinct inside us, it's biological, and it's telling us, yeah, don't do that, man, because you're maybe going to suffer. You're probably going to hurt yourself. Don't do that. And that is fine, we need that to survive. And it's that specific instinct that took us here today, okay? And it's fine, it's God-given, it's okay. But then I see that when people, I just observe, guys, in my life, I talk about my experience because I like to observe and to watch and to see and to study other people and myself, and I see that these type of people that got too much, they protect too much themselves, and they are living a life of where they're hiding themselves, where they don't fly because they're afraid to fly, but they don't talk to girls because they're afraid to find a bad one and they're gonna have bad relationships, and they're afraid to, apply for the job they like because they're afraid to, don't be enough for that kind of job. Anyway, they're just living a life of where they just don't express themselves because they're afraid. And this specific fact is a life killer, man. Is a life killer. I think freedom is when you are aware of the potential risk. You are aware of the fact that you can hurt yourself physically or especially emotionally. But you go ahead anyway. You go ahead anyway, and that's the definition of courage. When you know you should do something you're afraid of, but then you push through and you do it anyway because you know that at the end it's good for you. You can hurt yourself, of course, but that's where all the growth is coming from. And this applies to relationship like so fucking much, to open yourself and to try and to give it a shot and to be ready to, just suffer, man. Just suffer, man. You're ready to go down and to sink in the ocean of suffering. You're not holding on, you're not protecting yourself anymore. And so I believe that this type of life, it's a dangerous life, but it's a fulfilling life. It's a totally fulfilling life. At least, again, I'm saying it, I talk about my experience and my observations, but I see that my level of happiness, of gratitude, of openness, of love, of compassion are way higher when I live a life where I'm aware of fear, but I do the things anyway. I do the things anyway. I push through the fear. I push through the fear. Where I know that that specific situation can make me suffer. But I know that because of that suffering, because of the level of, it's difficult, man. It's difficult. Sometimes you go, like, soon I'm going to travel in India, okay, in November. And I know that it's just an example, but I know that it's going to be a hard experience. Okay, I know it's going to be hard. I know I'm going to feel sick. My stomach is going to hurt. And my soul is going to hurt too. Because I live in such a beautiful place where everything is fine. And it's going to be I'm going to feel a strong culture shock while I will backpack through India. I will see poor people and I will see just nasty stuff, man, nasty stuff. and it's all right, man. I'm ready for that. I'm ready for that. I know I will be damaged inside my psyche, inside my soul, in my body. I know it's gonna be tough, but I also know that it's what I need. I know that it's calling me. I know for like sure, man. I know it's time to do that. So that's an example, man. Or even in relationships, man, it applies in the same way. It applies in the same way. We are always afraid to open ourselves up, to bring all our insecurities and problems on the table, but you find out that when you do that with from a place of openness, where you actually own yourself, where you actually own your insecurities, where you actually own the fact that you're afraid, okay, then a lot of peace is coming out of that. A lot of peace is coming out of that. A lot of joy, a lot of like you finally let go, man. You finally let go. You finally let go of the fear of suffering. That's freedom to me. Of course, it's a process. It's a process that day by day I'm working on this process, and day by day I feel that I'm making one step ahead, another step ahead, and this gives me a lot of sense of meaning and purpose, because I feel I'm expanding, and it's like a video game where you're just working your way up. You get new perks, you get new skills, you get new weapons to fight with, and yeah, life is just beautiful this way, man. I don't know, I just wanted to share that with you, and have a nice day.